Play some smooth jazz as we get warmed up. All right, try it again. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And welcome. My name is Tim Fortescue, and I'm honored to serve as tonight's MC for the Siena Heights University Honors and Awards Ceremony. I'm a proud Siena Heights alumnus from the class of 2001. 25 years, where I earned my degree in English, and I currently serve as a member of Siena Heights University's Board of Trustees. Professionally, I work as an executive coach and a communication consultant through my company, 40 Watt Coaching. Over the course of my career, I've had the opportunity to coach and train leaders from some of the most iconic brands in the world, including Nike, ESPN, Netflix, Google, and General Motors. But no matter where life and work have taken me, Siena Heights has remained an important part of who I am. It's a place that helped me shape my values, my voice, and my understanding of leadership and service. Tonight is an opportunity to celebrate individuals whose dedication, generosity, and commitment have left a lasting impact on this university and community. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. So, thank you for being here as we gather to recognize individuals whose lives and work reflect the very best in Siena Heights University through leadership, service, and a deep commitment to others. Tonight we'll be recognizing outstanding leaders in 5 categories: recipients of the honorary degree, the Provost's Distinguished Service Award, the President's Distinguished Service Award, the Chairman's Distinguished Service Award, and the Sienna Medal. It is now my pleasure to invite the President of Siena Heights University, Dr. Sherry Betts, to offer a welcome.
You are much taller than me, Tim. Thank you for that warm welcome and introduction, and thank you for your dedication and service to serving Siena. It's my honor to welcome you to this occasion of profound distinction. And in the life of the university, there are moments to celebrate growth, and there are moments to celebrate excellence in its purest form. Tonight is the latter. The awards we present this evening, the honorary degrees, the Sienna Medal, the Distinguished Service Awards, they represent the highest honors this institution bestows. We often talk about the values of a Siena Heights education: leadership, purposeful service, and a commitment to truth. But those values are merely words on a page until they are lived out by the people who we are honoring this evening. To our recipients, you have not simply followed a path, you have blazed one. Through your professional mastery, I wanted to mix mastery and ministry because I think you are also in ministry. Your visionary leadership and your tireless service, you have shown us what it looks like when talent is married to a deep sense of purpose. You're a torchbearer. You're a torchbearer for this community, to your spheres of influence, and to the world. By accepting these honors, you allow us to weave the legacy, your legacy, into the very fabric of Siena Heights University. You remind us that while seasons change, the impact of a life lived with integrity is enduring. It is my great privilege to stand among you tonight as we recognize the extraordinary impact of your work. Please join me in celebrating our 2026 honorees. open this ceremony with prayer, as it would be fitting, I'd like to invite Sister Mary Sower to the podium for our invocation. Sister Mary.
Good evening. Let us pray. Gracious and all-loving God, we gather tonight as the Siena Heights University community to give you thanks who have gifted us with so many blessings. Our community was formed by the mission to assist people to become more competent, purposeful, and ethical through a teaching and learning environment which respects the dignity of all. And while this part of the mission comes to completion, give those of us who gather here and all who have embraced this call the courage and wisdom to continue this path wherever we go. Our patroness, Saint Catherine of Siena, exhorted us in her writing, "Do not be satisfied with little things, because God wants great things." Through the years, countless people have embraced this call and offered their time, their talents, their treasures to the students, faculty, staff, and administration of the university. Indeed, great things took place in the hearts and minds, bodies and souls of so many for over a century, offering great things to a world in need of peace and healing. Tonight, we gather in your goodness and love to give thanks and celebrate the generous outpouring of gifts shared among this community over so many years. May we continue to deepen our love for you, O Holy One, our love for this beautiful world, our love for all your people, and know the love that you have for each and every one of us every day so that we can set the world on fire. We ask this in our trust and faith that you are with us forever and ever.
Thank you, Sister Mary. We begin this evening with the presentation of our honorary degrees. The Doctorate of Humane Letters is awarded to those individuals whose lives, scholarship, and/or professional accomplishments bring honor to the university and whose achievements are generally recognized as outstanding. These extraordinary accomplishments provide examples of a life lived in consonance with the Siena Heights University mission. The mission of Siena Heights University, a Catholic university founded and sponsored by the Adrian Dominican Sisters, is to assist people to become more competent, purposeful, and ethical through a teaching and learning environment which respects dignity of all. These individuals have distinguished themselves through exceptional leadership, service, and achievement for a period of at least 15 years, each reflecting Siena's mission through their work, their values, and their impact on the world around them. Okay. All right. Honorees, please step forward as your name is announced. Robert H. Bernard. For more than 5 decades, Bishop Bernard has served as a faith leader, educator, and a community advocate in Lenawee County and beyond. His ministry, social service leadership, and educational initiatives have strengthened families, supported students, and advance community development locally and internationally. Sarah Krenko. A Siena alumna who has devoted nearly her entire professional career to the university, Sarah exemplifies Dominican values through compassionate student advocacy and institutional leadership. Her lifelong service has strengthened the Siena community and advanced its mission in lasting ways. Michael Conant. Michael's journey from long-term incarceration to a licensed professional counselor reflects extraordinary resilience and commitment to transformation through education. Now a respected therapist and mentor, he combines lived experience and clinical expertise to advance mental health care and inspire others. Pamela Dawson. Pamela is an award-winning music educator whose 30-year career has shaped students in Michigan and Texas while advancing music advocacy nationwide. A Grammy Music Educator of the Year, she exemplifies transformative teaching, community engagement, and the healing power of music. Margaret and Doyle Hartman. The Hartmans have demonstrated decades of philanthropic leadership in support of Catholic higher education and healthcare preparation. Their generosity, governance, leadership, and commitment to service reflect enduring dedication to human dignity, faith-inspired stewardship, and mission-centered education. Michael Kirk Lane. A dedicated performer and educator, Michael has built a distinguished career in cabaret while remaining deeply engaged with Siena as a former Alumni Association president. His professional accomplishments and steadfast loyalty to the university reflect a life of stewardship, artistry, and service. Suzanne Lewis. Suzanne has led Catholic Charities for over 20 years, expanding critical services for vulnerable children and families, including child advocacy centers and trauma support programs. Her long-standing commitment to compassionate service has had a profound impact on the Adrian community and the surrounding region. Harry Dusty Steele. Dusty is a certified financial planner and community leader whose 30-year career emphasizes ethical, client-centered financial guidance. As a board chair, he has provided steady, mission-focused leadership to Siena Heights during a pivotal time in its history. James Martin Schwartz. James devoted 36 years to law enforcement and public safety leadership, serving with integrity as police chief, public safety director, and later corporate security manager. A Siena alumnus and community servant, he has consistently modeled ethical leadership, civic engagement, and mentorship. Jay Trucan. Chief Trucan has built a distinguished nearly 20-year career in law enforcement, culminating in his appointment to establish and lead a newly formed Norvell Township Police Department while consistently demonstrating ethical leadership, crisis negotiation expertise, and community-centered service. He also extends his public service to supporting veterans and first responders, exemplifying Siena's mission through life-saving work, community outreach, and steadfast commitment to human dignity. We would also like to recognize those who could not be with us in person tonight, starting with Leah Crocetto. An internationally acclaimed opera singer and Siena alumna, Crocetto has performed at many of the world's leading opera houses. She remains deeply connected to Siena, returning to teach and mentor students, and serves as a visible example of artistic excellence rooted in a Siena education. Tony G. Reams. Dr. Tony Reams is a nationally recognized scholar and policy leader in energy justice whose research has reshaped understanding of race, energy equity, and public policy. His federal service as Senior Advisor for Energy Justice at the U.S. Department of Energy and his community-engaged leadership in Detroit exemplify mission-driven scholarship and ethical leadership aligned with Siena's values. Maria Ressa, a Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Ressa is a globally recognized, respected journalist and advocate for press freedom and democratic integrity. Her courageous defense of truth, human rights, and accountable governance exemplifies intellectual courage and ethical leadership aligned with Siena's mission. And last, Jerry Ryder, a Siena Theater graduate. Jerry has led the Croswell Opera House for nearly 2 decades, transforming it from near insolvency into a thriving regional arts institution. Her leadership has expanded programming, increased attendance, and strengthened the cultural vitality of Southeast Michigan and Northwest Ohio. Please join me in congratulating this year's honorary degree recipients. Whew, all right. We now recognize the Provost Distinguished Awards, which is presented by the Provost of Siena Heights University in recognition of extraordinary contributions to the university's academic mission. Will the recipients of the Provost Distinguished Service Award please join us on stage? This honor celebrates individuals who have demonstrated exceptional dedication to the pursuit of academic excellence, whether through innovative teaching, pioneering scholarship, meaningful curriculum development, or steadfast support of the university's intellectual community. Recipients have distinguished themselves through service that has elevated the quality and integrity of the academic environment at Siena Heights University, leaving an enduring mark on students, faculty, and the broader scholarly community. I invite Provost Julie Barst to share remarks and present the awards. President Betts will assist Julie in handing out the medals.
I'm looking at this line of folks in front of me, and I can't believe I've been lucky enough to work with them this year, and for many of them years before that as well. So thank you, Tim. I have the honor of presenting the Provost Distinguished Service Award to 8 in person, but 10 total extraordinary individuals who have lived the mission of Siena every single day, but especially this year during our honorable closure. Dr. Wendy Crosby. Dr. Crosby stepped into the role of Assistant Dean of Academics for the Humanities and Social Sciences Division in August, an especially challenging role this year due to both the impending closure and the recent loss of all remaining on-campus faculty in the Humanities Division. She learned how to advise many students outside of her own religious studies department, including those in communications, history, and social studies, and she handled every challenge with dignity and her genuine sense of humor. As Assistant Dean, she also found creative ways to support her division faculty as they navigated their own job search processes. She also continued chairing the Scholarship Symposium and Common Dialogue Day committees and ensured that both final events were incredibly successful for our entire campus community. Thank you for all you have done, Wendy, and congratulations on receiving the Provost Distinguished Service Award. Professor Mark DiPietro. Professor DiPietro served as Assistant Dean of Academics for the Visual and Performing Arts and Education Division this year, moving back into his well-deserved and long-standing role as division leader. He welcomed new band and choir faculty and the return of the Education and Design plus Art faculty with open arms and his steadfast support. He also ensured that the division produced a robust schedule of theater and musical events for students to participate in and for the entire SHU and Lenawee communities to enjoy. This year, he did an incredible job directing Little Women and Macbeth, and even got some stage time himself in the recent production of Oklahoma. I would also like to note that he was awarded Professor Emeritus status at our honors convocation this past Friday. Thank you, Mark, and congratulations on receiving the Provost Distinguished Service Award. Professor Tony Farina. Tony stepped into the Dean of Online and Continuing Education role this last year with ease, efficiency, and the true Siena spirit he's always displayed. He served as our Acadium coordinator and was a member of the Progression Committee this year. Tony is always willing to assist students, faculty, and staff with any challenges or issues, a fact that became even more evident this year, and he finds creative solutions to problems while remaining centered on the Siena mission. I would also like to take a moment to present a second award to Professor Farina. At this past Friday's honors convocation, which he was unable to attend in person, it was announced that Tony is this year's recipient of the Staff Excellence Award. I am pleased to present it to him today. Tony, this award is also very well deserved. Thank you for everything you've done for Siena, and congratulations on receiving the Provost Award for Distinguished Service and the Staff Excellence Award. That was a hug. Corey Hoft. Corey has excelled in her role as registrar since arriving on campus. She consistently exhibits strong leadership and organizational experience, an extraordinary commitment to student success in both on-campus and online modalities, and an impressive dedication to serving faculty and staff. She often goes above and beyond her job description to support anyone who needs help. And this year especially, she has performed Herculean tasks to ensure all students had precise degree audits, transcripts, diplomas, and were set up for success on their next steps. She has also worked hard on the transcript storage process to ensure that all students in the future will be able to access them for years to come. She has been a supportive and respected leader in her office and has contributed creative ideas to the progression, commencement, and President's Council meetings. Congratulations, Corey, on your very well-deserved Provost Distinguished Service Award. Ashley Ayatt. Ashley stepped into the role of Assistant Dean of Student Success last semester and handled the transition like the absolute pro that she is. She seamlessly wove together all advising and student success initiatives for both SHU Global and our on-campus programs, and was always willing to step in and assist with student communication and updates. Through strategic leadership and a collaborative approach, she has strengthened connections across departments while always keeping student achievement at the center of her work. She chaired the Progression Committee this year, leading a team of faculty and staff through many challenges and initiatives, and she navigated personnel changes in her office with ease and professionalism. She also worked seamlessly with our marketing team to ensure that all teach-out and transfer pathways and the matrix of programs were updated regularly for our students. Ashley, thank you for everything you've done, especially for our students this year, and congratulations on your Provost Award for Distinguished Service. Connie Marquez. Connie has been the backbone of academic affairs for 8 years, and a year ago she also added all things student affairs to her repertoire. She returned from retirement plans into her role as special assistant to the provost and project manager for academic affairs just to help us through this year of honorable closure. And I could not have performed my job as provost without her unwavering support and guidance every step of the way. Her keen ability to organize an incredibly large number of details has become even more evident in the past 2 weeks for me. And as she has led planning efforts for honors convocation, commencement, torch night, baccalaureate mass, the Kente ceremony, the lavender ceremony, and of course had a big role in planning tonight's event as well. She has led all of these with skill, precision, and a remarkably positive attitude. She's always ready to help anyone who needs it, and her laughter and support help me get through the day. Connie, thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've done for us, especially this year. Congratulations. Dr. Julius Nagy. Dr. J, as our students like to call him, stepped into the role of Assistant Dean of Academics for the STEM division midway through last semester. But in many ways, it feels like he's always been in that role because he has worn so many different hats at Siena Heights University. He currently also serves as Director of the Honors Program, Director of First Year Experience, and Chair of the Faculty Assembly, just to name a few. And yes, he still manages a full teaching load on top of that, including his very popular culinary chemistry class that our students absolutely love. Julius is the kind of faculty member who's always willing to step in and serve. I feel like kind of a broken record. I keep saying that about everyone, but it's true about everyone in that lineup. And serve where he's called, especially when it means supporting our students. He's been a tremendous division leader this year as well, assisting with scheduling and budget issues, supporting his faculty through their own transitions, and working with students in the division to ensure they have a clear path forward. Julius and I started here at SHU on the exact same day 14 years ago, and it's an honor to close out our Siena careers by presenting you with a Provost Distinguished Award. Professor Mark Vroman. Professor Vroman served as Assistant Dean of Academics for the Business and Management Division this year, the third of our assistant deans to step into the role just this year. I want to commend him for his excellent service in that position. Mark is always willing to assist with anything that comes up in his division, or even with issues outside of his division as well. And he's handled everything this year has brought his way with professionalism and respect for all those involved, every step of the way. He also served as the program coordinator for several of our SHU Global programs and as an assistant professor in our corrections education program. I finally had the opportunity to attend one of their commencement ceremonies last month, and I'm incredibly impressed with that program and Mark's significant role in the success of those graduates. Thank you, Mark. It's my honor to present you with the Provost Distinguished Service Award. I also just want to recognize the two recipients who could not be with us tonight. Dr. Karen Howitt, Assistant Dean of Academics for the Nursing Division. And Josh Kaiden, Director of Assessment and Accreditation. I will present their awards to them at a later date. And I just want to say thank you to all of you for your incredible service to Siena over the years, especially everything you have done to support our students, faculty, and staff this year. Congratulations. Please join me in congratulating them one more time.
I feel like I have to break script just to say that Mark DePietro was my public speaking teacher. And here I am 25 years later trying to pass.
How's he doing?
No pressure. No pressure. Thanks. All right. Sorry, I got a little mixed up here in that improv. All right, the President's Distinguished Service Award is the highest administrative honor conferred by the President of Siena Heights University. Will the recipients of the President's Distinguished Service Award please join us on stage? This award recognizes individuals who've rendered extraordinary service to the university through exceptional leadership, dedication, and contributions to the institution's administrative mission. Recipients of this award have demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the values and advancement of Siena Heights University, going significantly above and beyond the ordinary expectations of their role to strengthen the fabric of the institution. This award reflects the President's personal recognition of service that has made a lasting and meaningful impact on the university community. I invite President Betts to share remarks and present the awards, and Dusty will assist in handing President Betts the medals.
This group before you doesn't understand what a 40-hour work week is. You can tell them what it is, but they will tell you, I got it. I got it at 50 hours, I got it at 60 hours, all hours of the night. I'm up at 3, they're up at 3. They're up at 4, I'm up at 4. This team is solid. This is the team you want when you're going through the fire. So let me begin without crying. Chrissy Barnes, Chief of Staff and University Controller. Chrissy Barnes has demonstrated exceptional stewardship and operational leadership that has been instrumental in maintaining fiscal integrity of Siena Heights University during this final year. As both Chief of Staff and Controller, she navigates multiple competing demands with remarkable precision and dedication, all while doing it very stylishly, I will add. Her ability to align institutional resources with the university's priorities reflects a deep commitment to the operations of our institution through its honorable closure. Chrissy's tireless work behind the scenes has ensured that the university operates with transparency, accountability, and sound judgment at every level. Thank you, Chrissy. Dr. Julie Barst, Provost and Vice President for Student and Academic Affairs. Dr. Barst has provided integral academic leadership that has elevated the quality and mission-driven focus of Siena Heights University's programs. As Provost, she has championed faculty development and student success initiatives that reflect the university's Dominican values of truth, compassion, and justice. Her ability to bridge the academic and student affairs dimensions of the institution has created a more cohesive and supportive campus environment. Dr. Barst's dedication to the university has left an enduring mark on the legacy of our entire community. Thank you, Dr. Barst. Alec Girdler, financial consultant, Province Firm. Alec Girdler has provided Siena Heights with expert financial counsel that has meaningfully strengthened the institution's position during quite a year. His external perspective, combined with a genuine investment in the university's mission, has brought clarity and confidence to complex financial decisions facing institutional leadership. Alec goes well beyond the transactional nature of a consulting relationship, serving as a trusted partner in navigating the many challenges unique to mission-driven higher education. His contributions have positioned Siena Heights to pursue its strategic goals in this final year through sound financial counsel and informed decision-making. Thank you, Alec, for all that you've done. Jennifer Hunter, Chief Operating Officer for the Adrian Dominican Sisters. No? Sorry, Kate, I skipped right over you. Do not take that as anything, it's just, I'm tired. Okay. Kate Hamilton. Yes! Vice President of Advancement and Oversight of Information Technology. Many hats, folks, many hats. Kate Hamilton has made extraordinary contributions to Siena Heights University through her leadership in both advancement, alumni relations, and IT. These areas are critical to the institution's operational capacity, and they take a lot of time to manage. Her work and advancement has deepened relationships with donors and alumni, generating vital support for the university's programs, scholarships, and facilities. Simultaneously, her oversight of IT has ensured that the university's technological infrastructure keeps pace with our needs in an ever-changing environment. Kate's broad scope of leadership and her passion for the mission of Siena Heights exemplify the kind of dedication far outreaching any expectation, but is a perfect example of why we created this award. Thank you, Kate, for all that you've done. You'll notice a lot of laughter with this group. That's how we make it through. Jennifer Hunter, Chief Operating Officer for the Adrian Dominican Sisters. Jennifer Hunter has served as a vital bridge between the Adrian Dominican Sisters and Siena Heights University, strengthening the foundational relationship that gives the institution its identity and spiritual charism. As COO, her administrative excellence and collaborative spirit have ensured that the partnership between the university and its founding congregation remains strong, purposeful, and forward-looking. Jennifer's deep understanding of both organizational management and the mission of the Adrian Dominican Sisters has made her an invaluable ally in advancing the values that define Siena Heights. Her service reflects a sincere and sustained commitment to ensuring that the university remains rooted in its Dominican heritage. Thank you, Jennifer, for all that you've done. Sarah Stanley, Executive Director for Marketing and Public Relations. Sarah has elevated the visibility, voice, and brand identity of Siena Heights University through creative and strategic marketing leadership that has helped ensure the Siena legacy for generations to come. Her work in public relations has shaped how students, alumni, and the broader community understand and connect with the Siena Heights mission. Sarah brings both professional excellence and personal passion of telling the university's story in ways that are authentic, compelling, and mission-aligned. Her contributions have strengthened the university's reputation and played a direct role in supporting engagement across our great institution. Thank you, Sarah, for all that you've done. Sarah Stoddard, Chief Financial Officer for the Adrian Dominican Sisters. Sarah Stoddard's financial acumen and collaborative leadership have been essential to sustaining the institutional's partnership between the Adrian Dominican Sisters and Siena Heights University. As CFO, she brings rigorous financial oversight and a mission-centered approach to financial decision-making, which has supported the university's stability and planning. Her willingness to engage deeply with the university reflects a generosity of spirit that goes well beyond the expectations of her role. Sarah's contributions have helped ensure that the resources entrusted to both the congregation and the university are managed with integrity and in a service of shared mission. Thank you, Sarah, for all that you've done. Sue Seljabek, Vice President for Athletics and Enrollment. Sue has made a remarkable impact on Siena Heights University through her leadership at the intersection of athletics and enrollment and just about everything else you throw at her. These two areas, though, are critical to the central vitality of the student experience. Her ability to recruit and retain student athletes who thrive both on the field and in the classroom reflects her holistic understanding of what it means to be a Siena Heights saint. Sue's energy, dedication, humor, and genuine care for students has created a culture of excellence and belonging within the university's athletic programs and beyond. Her leadership has been a driving force in growing enrollment and strengthening the sense of community and pride that defines life at Siena Heights. Thank you, Sue, for all that you have done. Brian Tipping, Special Assistant to the President. Brian Tipping has served Siena Heights University with quiet excellence and unwavering loyalty in his role as Special Assistant to the President, providing support that is both indispensable and far-reaching in its impact. His ability to anticipate institutional needs, manage sensitive responsibilities with discretion, and act as a trusted extension of the President's office has made him an essential figure in the university's day-to-day and honorable closure operations. Brian brings thoughtfulness, integrity, and a deep commitment to the Siena Heights mission in every task that he undertakes. His service exemplifies the kind of selfless, behind-the-scenes dedication that sustains an institution and makes transformative leadership possible. Thank you, Brian, for your service. One other team member who's not able to be here with us tonight is Tina Bowler, who was our Vice President for People and Culture. And I just want to publicly thank her for all that she has done for the university to help during this critical year. Thank you, Tina. Once again, let's give our thanks and gratitude to this fine group.
How's everybody doing? Just shake the hands out a little bit. All right. We now present the Chairman's Distinguished Service Award, which is bestowed by the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of Siena Heights University in recognition of extraordinary service rendered to the university at the governance level or for exceptional community service. Will the recipients of the Chairman's Distinguished Service Award please join us on stage? The Chairman's Distinguished Service Award honors individuals who have made exceptional contributions to the broader mission of the institutional stewardship, demonstrating visionary leadership, sound judgment, and an abiding commitment to the university. Recipients have gone above and beyond in their service, embodying the highest ideals of leadership and helping to guide Siena Heights University with distinction and integrity. I invite Board Chair Dusty Steele to share remarks and present the awards. President Betts will assist by handing Dusty the medals.
Gotcha. They didn't give me a beginning thing to say, but I want to say something. These are some of the most admired people by me. I admire them so much. I'm so humbled by them. They worked with me through a lot of challenging times. They've been great mentors. They've been great resources. And as a chair, I just am proud to be able to serve and facilitate the meetings because it's them that do the great work. It's amazing stuff, and I'm so proud of every one of them. So thank you for being here tonight. So our first recipient is Kendall Acho. Kendall Acho is one of the newest members of the board and an alumnus of Siena Heights University. Quickly distinguished herself through steadfast commitment and positive energy, and her willingness to serve during challenging moments speaks volume about her character and dedication. And I'll add a little bit, I asked her to be on the board, and then what came, and she stayed, and she was very active on the board, and I appreciate her. So thank you, Kendall. Larry Bryant. Larry Bryant is the vice chairman of the board and has served Siena Heights University with thoughtfulness, steady leadership since joining the board in 2024. As an alumnus, his service reflects a deep personal connection with the university and its mission. During a challenged and uncertain time, Larry's level-headed approach and measured counsel helped guide the board with clarity, balance, and respect for Siena Heights' legacy. Thank you. Our MC, Timothy Fortescue. Timothy Fortescue, an alumnus of Siena Heights University, has served with passion, energy, and inspiring belief in the institution's mission. A natural motivator, he brought encouragement and purpose to the board during a demanding chapter in the university's history. Thank you, Tim. Margaret Hartman. Margaret Hartman has been a devoted and trusted servant of Siena Heights University and a longtime board member. Her wisdom, reliability, and unwavering commitment provided a steady foundation for the board. Incredibly generous. I can't even express to you how generous she is with her time, insight, and support. Margaret's faithful service represents the heart of this award. Scott Hill. Scott Hill has a long and distinguished history of service to Siena Heights University, contributing his time, leadership, and wisdom in many capacities over the years. As a longtime board member, Scott's commitment to the university extended well beyond any single role, reflecting a deep belief in Siena Heights' mission and purpose. His enduring service represents the very spirit of dedication stewardship that this award is meant to honor. Ruth LaFontaine. Ruth LaFontaine, also alumni of Siena Heights University, has served with deep passion and wavering advocacy for the university and its alumni community, and I mean fierce advocacy for the alumni, I can tell you that for sure. Her generosity and belief in Siena Heights' mission made her service especially meaningful to all of us on the board, so thank you, Ruth. Stephen Linville. Stephen Linville has served Siena Heights University with exceptional care, diligence, and integrity. As an alumnus, his commitment was deeply personal, and he consistently approached his board service as a conscientious attention to detail and strong financial acuity. Stephen's thoughtful analysis and steady oversight were especially valuable during a time when careful stewardship mattered more than ever. Thank you, Steve. Katie Madison. Katie is also a newer member of the board and a respected local leader, brought high energy and engaged, inquisitive presence to her service. I don't think that sounds right. She was very very good at asking questions, being involved. She jumped right in. I just want to say that. She was never shy to get involved with all of the things that we were dealing with, so I want to give her a shout out. She was never hesitant to ask thoughtful questions, so thank you, Katie. Sister Frances Nadaldi. Sister Fran, as we call her. Sister Fran served Siena Heights University with strength, clarity, and deep concern for its people and mission. Never hesitant to ask hard questions, and I'm not kidding. Her directness helped ensure the board faced their challenges with honesty and responsibility. Beneath the strength was a deep, caring heart rooted in Dominican tradition. Thank you, Sister Fran. Margaret M.S. Noe. Margaret was chairman of the board for 13 or 14 years, right prior to I became chair. Margaret has been a mentor to me in my life, and she has been a tremendous person I could rely on when I needed to know what to do as a board chair. Through her lifetime, she's been at Siena. Well, you like to say your whole life, right? Pretty much, you have been, and she is 17. That's what it was. So it's a lifetime of extraordinary service. She has great wisdom and love for this university. Siena Heights, being a part of her life for so many years, she will leave a legacy that will endure for generations. Margaret Noe. Lisa Oberlin. Lisa Oberlin has served Siena Heights University with kindness, thoughtfulness, and a steadfast dedication as a longtime board member. As an alumni, she was a sincere and effective advocate for the university, always bringing a caring perspective to the board's deliberation. Lisa's quiet leadership and genuine commitment to Siena Heights' mission made a meaningful difference, particularly during these challenging times. Thank you, Lisa. Fran number 2. I'm teasing, but Francine Parker, she's in the stands. Francine Parker brought a strong voice, deep passion, and unmistakable energy to her service as a board member of Siena Heights University. Known as a connector, she had a remarkable ability to engage people, foster relationships, and advocate boldly for the institution she cared so deeply about. Her commitment and spirited leadership left a lasting impact on Siena Heights community. Thank you, Fran. All right, Sister Corinne Sanders. Sister Corinne has offered the Siena Heights University a gift of wisdom, steady counsel, and deep compassion. Her guidance consistently reflected both sound judgment and a caring heart, helping the board navigate complex decisions with clarity and grace. Sister Corinne's presence embodied the Dominican values at the core of Siena Heights. Thank you, Sister Corinne. Sister Mary Sawyer. Sister Mary Sawyer served the Siena Heights University with kindness, compassion, and a deeply supportive spirit, embodying the Dominican values at the heart of the institution. A lot of these we wrote, I was told to be concise, so sometimes I'm just going to slide off a little bit, but I've always felt the spirit of Sister Mary Sawyer in our board meetings, and she's always been so supportive and encouraging, so thank you, Sister Mary. I also want to recognize members that were unable to come tonight. Sister Marianne Fallman. Sister Marianne Fallman brought a lifetime of high education experience and wisdom through her many years of board service. Her thoughtful questions elevated the board deliberations. Sister Mary Fallman. Iqbal Rasht, or as we know, Iggy. He is an alumni who served with encouragement, positivity, and genuine care for others. A natural motivator, he consistently lifted the spirits of those around him. And I got to tell you, he was always so positive and energetic and visionary, so I always appreciate him. So that's Iggy. Michael Smith, an alumni of Siena, Michael Smith, so he's an alumni of Siena Heights University, has been a dedicated longtime member of the board, offering experience, intelligence, and a steady commitment through his service. And so I always appreciate Mike. I'm sorry he couldn't be here tonight. Michael Smith. Now I got to go back because we skipped a couple here. Let me find them. Oh, Ben Negron. Ben Negron was the secretary of the board, has served Siena Heights University with thoughtful leadership, deep business experience, and a spirit of kindness and support. His steady presence reflects his commitment to Siena Heights. So Ben Negron. I believe I'm missing one more. Let me find. Oh, Dr. Rick Giovanoni. For those of you who had a hip replaced like me, we know him as Gio. And he has served Siena Heights and University in many capacity with intelligence, generosity, and genuine care. A highly engaged board member, Gio consistently offered thoughtful insight and steady support, and he also looks really good in a sheriff's uniform. That is some of the greatest people I've ever met and got to serve with in my life. So thank you all so much, and congratulations.
Wow, thank you, Chairman Steele, and how about a round of applause for Chairman Steele, too? Our final award of the evening is the Sienna Medal. Will the recipients of the Sienna Medal please join us on stage? The Sienna Medal is a Lifetime Achievement Award. With this award, the university honors those persons who have demonstrated throughout their lives the values espoused in the mission statement of Siena Heights, as evidenced by outstanding contributions to the university, the community, or humanity. The Sienna Medal is the most prestigious award given by Siena Heights University. Honorees, please step forward as your name is announced. Chairman Steele and Provost Bard will assist with the medals. Sister Peg Albert. Where do I start? Sister Peg Albert served as Siena Heights University's 10th president from 2006 until 2023. Her notable achievements during this time include launching the nursing program and adding football to SHU athletics. Her decades of leadership in Catholic higher education reflect a ministry grounded in humility, justice, and mission-centered service. Through transformative presidential and administrative leadership, she strengthened institutional identity, mentored emerging leaders, and modeled compassionate, ethical stewardship in every role she had. Sister Peg Albert. Tim Bauer. Across a 40-year career, Bauer built one of the most accomplished NAIA running programs in the nation, mentoring more than 300 All-Americans and leading teams to dozens of conference and national achievements. Beyond championships, his legacy is defined by academic excellence, humility, and a lifelong dedication to student development, earning him induction into the NAIA Hall of Fame and enduring recognition as the heart of Siena Heights track and field. Tim Bauer. I thought about him when I ran the loop a few hours ago. Does anybody know the loop? The Siena Heights loop. It's that loop all the way around campus. Not as easy to do 25 years later. Dr. Sherry Betts. Sherry joined Siena Heights 24 years ago and has served in such roles as the Dean of the College for Professional Studies, Executive Vice President, and ultimately the 12th and final President. Dr. Betts has demonstrated visionary leadership rooted in compassion, innovation, and steadfast dedication to students. Guiding the university through its concluding chapter with integrity and care, she has embodied Dominican values through servant leadership, access to education, and unwavering support for the campus community. Her email signature line exemplifies her spirit, in service to Siena. Dr. Sherry Betts.
You acknowledge God in your work, and He acknowledges your work. This is a great institution, and I'm so blessed to be here.
Trudy McSorley. For more than 5 decades, Trudy shaped Siena Heights through transformative leadership in theater and child drama education, developing nationally recognized programs that influenced institutions beyond SHU. A lifelong servant of the Dominican community, she has mentored thousands of students and embodied the university's mission through creativity, faith, and unwavering commitment to human dignity. Trudy McSorley. Margaret M.S. Noe. A distinguished alumna, jurist, and community leader, Margaret has dedicated her career to justice, family advocacy, and ethical leadership, serving as an attorney, probate, and circuit court judge, and chief judge in Lenawee County. Her decades of governance, service to Siena Heights, including leadership as board chair, reflect enduring commitment to mission, stewardship, and compassionate service. Margaret Noe. Wow. Here the hits keep coming. Lori Robinette. Lori devoted the majority of her professional life to the care, mentorship, and advocacy of Siena Heights student athletes, earning induction into the university's Athletic Hall of Fame and recognition as WAC Athletic Trainer of the Year. Her compassionate, mission-centered approach to healthcare and education has profoundly shaped generations of students and strengthened the fabric of the Adrian community. Lori Robinette. Fred Smith. Two hugs at a time now. 30 years ago, I received a letter in the mail that my high school basketball coach handed to me. And it was the first letter I ever got from Siena Heights University. And it was an invitation to start being recruited by Fred Smith to come play in his basketball program. My entire life changed the minute I opened that letter. And I am extremely grateful to this day for everything that I've learned through Coach Smith and my time at Siena. Over more than 4 decades, Coach Smith shaped Siena Heights athletics as its winningest men's basketball coach and long-serving athletic director, building nationally recognized NAIA programs while mentoring generations of student athletes with integrity and compassion. A member of both the Siena Heights and NAIA Halls of Fame, his legacy of leadership, competitive excellence, and steadfast commitment to Dominican values has become foundational to the university's identity. Fred Smith. Mary Spencer. And Mary couldn't join us today, so Sister Peg will accept on her behalf. Through extraordinary philanthropic vision and generosity, Mary has enabled transformative campus developments, including the Spencer Performing Arts Center and other landmark facilities that have enriched student life and academic excellence across decades. Her sustained commitment to faith, education, and community reflects a life devoted to stewardship, opportunity, and the flourishing of others. Mary Spencer. Sister Sharon Weber. Sister Sharon Weber devoted nearly 50 years to Siena Heights University as a chemistry professor, dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, and vice president of academic affairs until her retirement in 2022. During her time as a faculty member, she was chosen to receive the Sister Eileen K. Rice Award for Outstanding Teaching in recognition of her powerful impact on students. As an administrator, she guided academic growth while nurturing a culture of intellectual rigor and compassionate leadership. Her legacy, honored through the dedication of the Sister Sharon Weber Science Hall, reflects a life lived in faithful service to education, truth, and the dignity of every student. Sister Sharon Weber. And for our final award recipient tonight, I am honored to present the congregation of the Adrian Dominican Sisters with the Sienna Medal. It will be accepted on behalf of the congregation by Prioress Elise Garcia. For more than a century, the Adrian Dominican Sisters have served as the spiritual heart and guiding force of Siena Heights University, founding the institution in 1919 and shaping its Catholic and Dominican identity. Their enduring commitment to education, justice, equity, empathy, inclusion, and human dignity has transformed generations of students, faculty, and staff while extending far beyond this campus to influence communities across the nation and the world. Guided by a deep sense of faith and tireless pursuit of the truth, the sisters continue to respond to the needs of our time with courage and conviction, reminding us all of our shared responsibility to build a more just and compassionate world. In honoring them tonight, we celebrate not only a remarkable history, but a living legacy that continues to inspire and lead. The Adrian Dominican Sisters. Yes.
You didn't need to hear another word, but I do have one word I'd like to offer, or two, and it is the word honorable closure. You've heard that a lot this evening. Closure is never a word that any one of us desired to say or to hear. But if closure had to come, we desired it to be honorable. And I just want to say that tonight, Sherry, Dusty, Julie, and all of the folks who have been recognized and honored here with all of the distinguished awards, it is you who have brought this honorableness, if there's such a word, to the closure in such loving care, with such devotion, with such heart and soul. It makes us so proud. And we know, as has been spoken so many times, that all of you and so many more are carrying the legacy forward, and it will endure because of the great love of heart. As Catherine of Siena said, the heart is drawn by love, and we have seen nothing but hearts being drawn by love and expanded, and such a shining light. So thank you on behalf of all our Adrian Dominican sisters.
Okay, it was I don't know who. Hey, come on up. Anybody else? No. If there was ever a time for an open mic, it's tonight. Please join me in congratulating this year's Sienna Medal recipients. Congratulations to all of this evening's honorees. Your positive impact on Siena Heights University and your broader communities is lasting, meaningful, and is deeply appreciated. In a moment that reflects both celebration and reflection for our Siena community, your influence will continue to live on in the lives you've touched and the foundation you've helped build. As Siena Heights enters its final chapter, as an institution, we are reminded that its true legacy is not confined to a campus, but carried forward in each of you, in the values you embody, the people you uplift, and the communities you serve. Thank you for being here tonight and for ensuring that the spirit of Siena Heights will endure well beyond this moment. Go forth, carry the Siena mission with you, and let its light shine in all you do. Thank you.
It's not every day you get to introduce your dad. Come here, Dad. My mom and dad are here tonight. They've been with me on this journey at Siena too, along with my husband and my kids. And I often speak about my life in families. I have my biological family, I have my chosen family, and I have my Siena family. And that all three are here tonight is amazing for me. So Dad, offer a benediction for us.
Shall we pray? Our Heavenly Father, tonight, our minds went back to over 100 years ago when some visionary people saw the need for an institution of higher learning here in Lenawee County. And we thank you for their vision and for the hundreds and hundreds of educators and administrators and support staff that have made this Siena Heights University what it is. And we come tonight, Lord, we've heard a lot about the last chapter, but it's really not the last chapter. For the spirit of Siena Heights will live on. We know there's some tonight that don't know what the future holds for them, but we would remind them of your words that say, "For I know the plans I have for you," declares the Lord, plans for a hope and a future, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. And so, Lord, we pray that for all of those who have served here and all of those who have attended here. And we pray, Lord, as we leave this place, that your blessing would go with us. And so we give the blessing tonight that you told Moses to declare to Aaron. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and give you peace. And now may the Lord go with you. Amen.
Thank you for being here. We've given all the awards out. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for commencement tomorrow. We have a variety of activities starting with Mass at 9 a.m., our Kente ceremony following. There also will be a reception that you'll be invited to attend, and then the big thing, the big commencement ceremony, which will start at 2 p.m. in the field house tomorrow. Thank you for being here this evening. God bless you, and God bless Siena Heights.